the Ford Motor Company unveiled yesterday the 2022 all-electric F-150 Lightning. Yes, they are reviving the Lightning name from F-150s as far back as the late 1990s to early 2000s, which was a single cab pickup truck that was also a performance truck. And they've taken one of their most popular platforms of all times, the much exalted F-150 that's been around for many, many years, and they're going to turn it into a full electric vehicle. And while a lot of car magazines and people out there, especially on Twitter, are going gaga over it, I think it's a terrible idea, and it's a step in the wrong direction. And I will tell you why very quickly. If you look at the specs provided by Ford, first off, the issue, as with any electrical vehicle on the market right now, is the price. This new F-150 that is all electric is going to be between $41,000 US and $94,000 US. Really? Almost $95,000 for a pickup truck? Does anybody remember when they brought back the Ranger 2 years ago? I was at the car show, and I was excited about the Ranger because I was possibly going to purchase one. I ended up buying a different vehicle, obviously, but the Ranger being re-released interested me because I used to have a Ranger. And the new Ranger looked quite good, except for the price. They had a starting price of $39,500 for the base model. That's brutal. Now, back into the specs for this new F-150 EV. Lithium-ion batteries powering it, obviously. They're considered next generation, although anyone that knows anything about battery production knows that while an electric vehicle might seem fine and dandy and you're saving the environment, it actually costs the environment more to build and manufacture an electric vehicle battery, especially lithium-ion. This will take well over a half hour to charge at a supercharger type spot, and it will take a few hours at the bare minimum overnight if you're charging from home, depending on the outlet you install. The F-150 Lightning also has a range of 230 miles. To put that in kilometers, that is 370 kilometers on a charge. That's terrible. The current F-150 right now, internal combustion that runs on fuel, gets almost 600 kilometers to a tank. You're going down to 370. Most people that buy F-150s nowadays are tradespeople and a lot of guys, handymen, people like that, that drive their trucks day in, day out. 370 kilometers is nothing. Let me give you another example in terms of EV. The Tesla Model 3, which is the benchmark for Tesla, has a range of 263 miles. That's 423 kilometers. It takes 25 minutes to get a decent charge at a supercharger, or again, 6 to 7 hours overnight at your home. I'm sorry, but Ford, you're trying to better Tesla with terrible range for a pickup truck. And if you add to the fact that common vehicles like my own, I drive a 2019 Volkswagen Jetta, that gets almost 1,000 kilometers on a tank of fuel, and I can be in and out of a gas station in less than 8 minutes, faster if I'm only getting a partial tank. Add to the fact that they've also shrunk the box size, and you're losing several cubic feet of storage space and tail. Really, Ford? You're going to put out a truck with a smaller cargo capacity, a completely shit range, and the fact that it takes forever to charge, just like your next door neighbor's Tesla? I'm sorry, but that's terrible. Why on earth would anybody want to plunk down between $41,000 and $94,000 for a truck that is not up to snuff and can't go as far as even some of the more thirsty internal combustion engine vehicles that are on the road today? What are you doing, Ford? Are you committing suicide? Because that's how you commit suicide. I understand that Ford is trying to appeal to the younger generations, and I'm sorry, but a lot of them are hipsters and not very smart. And I can see a lot of them jumping on that more because it's a symbol a fashion statement, if you will, more than practicality. But what Ford is also doing is alienating its longtime customer base, which is primarily responsible for buying the F-150 and continuing to buy the new models that come out every time they refurbish it. They never usually change much on the F-150 because it's been a great truck for years. I'm a former longtime Ford guy. I always have loved the F-150. I've driven many different generations of F-150. But now they're ruining it by making it all electric. What are they thinking? Wow, guys. Not a good move for Ford. Not a good move. And before all of you EV fanboys chime in and say that it's going to be the greatest thing since sliced bread, let me tell you, you're wrong. I've been around long enough to know that. I've seen a lot of vehicles come and go. I've driven more vehicles than the average person will even see in their lifetime. And just wow, I'm just shocked that Ford would just do something like this and alienate a customer base to pick up some cheap thrills along the way. Shame on you, Ford. You're going to learn the hard way like you did when you almost went out of business and needed that bailout money back in 2008 because of your bad decisions then. History's repeating itself. Have a great day, everybody.